What's up with it? It's OG Hollywood tapping in. I'm sitting here with my cousin G, and he wants to talk about the Jada Kiss and Fat Joe podcast. You know? Yeah. Shout out to the Knicks for taking it in 6. Now, Cuzzo asked me, had I seen the podcast, because you all know it's a viral clip going around of Fat Joe talking about how much he likes to eat glizzies. So I told him, I'm like, in all actuality, I saw that viral clip. I even posted it on my Instagram. But I have yet to sit and watch one complete episode of that show. Reason being, I guess you could say I'm protesting it. I'm not supporting. I'm not a fan of Fat Joe. I have a lot of respect for Jada. He's in my top 5, He's in everybody's, and that's the bald head Jada. I rock with the bald head Jada, not the Jada with the little TWA, the teeny weeny afro, because he looked like somebody stud auntie. I know the bald head Jada. It's top 5 dead or alive. This new Jada, I don't know him, man. He's making bad decisions, if you ask me, by associating with the likes of Fat Joe. And he knows that Fat Joe was not in good standings with a certain community. So to like partner with him is kind of like, you don't care about that. You don't care about them people. And them people support Jada too, man. So until people take into consideration that Fat Joe was out of pocket and he owes like a whole community an apology, I can't support anything he does. But one thing I did take the time out to do, and that's to go look at their numbers. And it seems like the Joe and Jada podcast is trending downward. That's right. Their first episode jumped out. It's at 300 like something views, like maybe close to 400 now, but it might have been at that 300,000 views on the first day. It took off like a rocket the first day. I know it did over 100K the first day, but this new one has been up the last episode has been up a couple of days. It's at 69K. The one that's at 3 something has been up 9 days. The one that's been up for 6 days is only at 100 something. And then you got the last one that's at 69. So it's like, it's going down, like, the numbers are going downward. And I think that's because Joe's personality is really starting to show. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people don't like Joe's personality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, a lot of people just don't like Joe, bro. He doesn't realize he thinks he's a great guy. It doesn't come across like that to the people. Mm-mm. I think it would be in Jada Kid's best interest to jump ship while he can. To go ahead and jump ship, and either do the thing dolo or do it with somebody else. Like if him and Styles P would have did a podcast, I think it would have been more genuine. I think it would have been more successful. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it would have been a lot more successful if him and Styles P would have did a podcast, man. I think the chemistry would have been better with them too. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I think the people would have got a lot more out of sitting in on intimate conversations between Kiss and Styles P. Like, you know what I'm saying? People want to know what Styles and Kiss talk about when they together as opposed to what Kiss talk about with Fat Joe. Like Cam and Mase, that's a part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a brotherhood between them. Yeah. So they banter and they back and forth is more organic. Right. You feel what I'm saying? The chemistry is different with Cam and Mase. Right. And I think that's the blueprint that they look for in terms of the success that they wanted or the success that they thought that they was going to get. But I don't see them getting that kind of success. I don't see them reaching that level of success as Cameron and Mase. I'm sorry, I don't. No, the wittiness isn't the same. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot that's not the same. And then with Cam and Mase, they got a sports background. Yeah. So, it's some type of credence to their sportscast. And even if they didn't get past the high school level, they played in the garden, them little niggas.
They funny too.
Yeah, they funny. It's a genuine funny. It's organic, like Gillie Wallo the Kid. You feel what I'm saying? I can watch Gillie Wallo the Kid all damn day, man. Them niggas is cousins. They chemistry is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas clowning Joe. They start that nut ass nigga shit, bro. You know, like it's real. It's legit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. They looking at these people as the blueprint, and what's really crazy and should let them know that it's not going in the direction that they want it to is Fat Joe is having to resort to the same tactics that people like myself, who come from what they call the YouTube streets, the dirty section, have to use to get views. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I acknowledge the fact I use dirty tactics to get views regularly. Yes. Yes. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't like the system, change the system.
Right.
If a nigga show me that this is the blueprint to make sure you don't be stuck with your shit in the hundreds forever, you know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas drop they shit be 300-600. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's certain shit you can do if you want to, you know what I'm saying, see some numbers. Now, sometimes I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? I'll put videos out and say, I don't care if this don't get no views. I know this probably ain't gonna get no views, but this is something I gotta get off. I want to get off.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But if I'm like, okay, I want to make some views, or you know what I'm saying, get a few thousand off of this, I know what buttons to push.
Yeah.
That's it. You feel what I'm saying? That's all that be like. But the thing is, I'm not a platinum recording artist like Fat Joe. You understand what I'm saying? He's a platinum freaking recording artist, bro. Like, nah, like your cloud alone should be good for a certain amount of support. You feel what I mean?
Some wild shit though.
Yeah, it should. Would you still stuck on it? What would he say here?
That shit was funny. And it's like he paused, he thought about it.
Yeah.
He said it anyway.
Honestly, it seems like he did it for shock value.
Yeah.
I don't think it was genuine.
Yeah.
He's trying to sell that podcast because the numbers are going downhill. So what I mean by he's got to resort to the same tactics that niggas in the YouTube streets resort to. Like,
I can see that.
He tried to pick a fight with Joe Buttons because Joe Buttons got a bigger podcast than him. You feel what I'm saying?
He been doing that shit for.
But how
long Joe been around though?
No, Joe been around. Joe Budden been around for a while. But what I'm saying is, it was that shit from the Knick game the other night. He tried to make fun of Joe Budden for sitting in the second row or the third row where him and 50 Cent was in the first row. Like, he a clown because he wasn't in the first row. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I
like,
got you.
And it's just that whole mentality, man. That, you know what I'm saying? That whole money over morals mentality, man. It's phenomenal and prostitutish. I ain't jacking that. You feel what I'm saying? That man wanted to sit in the third row and watch the game. Like, who are you to count a nigga pockets and say, you know what I'm saying, what a nigga status is because he don't what he decided to spend his money on.
Third row.
I'm pretty sure it was niggas in the third row, the fifth row, and the 10th row with more money than him.
He's still on the floor. What do you want?
It's still niggas that, you feel what I'm saying, that's their choice.
Yeah.
Some niggas might not want to be seen on the camera, like, you feel me? It's a whole bunch, bro. Like, come on, man, that was crazy. But it's like, it's constant saying stuff like that make people like, nah, your personality is just not what's cool.
Yeah.
Nobody believes none of your stories. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says your stories are exaggerated and lies. You know what I mean? Like, nah, he's not a good look.
Yeah. I was a Pun fan. I ain't never really been a Fat Joe fan anyway. I don't really know too much. You know
most people weren't. Most people weren't. But at the end of the day, I think Jada needs to get away from Joe. And if he does have serious ambitions on podcasting, he should do it with one of his brothers, man.
He should have did that shit with Styles.
He should have did it with Styles P. Or Sheik, either one, you know what I'm saying?
Because they got
I say Styles,
their whole career. I mean,
the chemistry that they rap, they sound like almost when they rap. Like, y'all
exactly.
It's very similar.
Niggas did, we gonna make it. Like, come on, man. We want to hear about that shit.
Yeah.
I would tune in to watch them just talk about how they did that song. I would watch that shit. Like, I don't care what Fat Joe has, to be honest with you.
That's a fact. Nobody really cares about what Fat Joe has to say. You don't understand that, man.
Tell us about Pun, nigga. That's all, you know what I'm saying? That's where it stopped at.
And there's been so much you can say about Pun because he's at odds with Pun's people behind money and all type of stuff. Like, so, you know, you got people really questioning his sincerity in terms of Pun.
Right.
You know? and you don't do right by your man, wife, and kids when they pass, and you was over a lot of money and y'all was doing business together, whatever, and their family don't feel like you did right, that's something you gotta live with, bro. And they don't feel like you did right.
And you using his name after his death to push your shit. You know what I'm saying? Every verse now you get putting pun in it.
Yeah.